I'm Ava, and I've spent the last 3 years of my life traveling solo to some of the world's most remote and offbeat places. From horse trekking alone in Mongolia, to living in Pakistan for a year, and spending the first 3 months of the pandemic stuck on a remote island off the coast of Yemen before making my way back home on a cargo ship, it's been one hell of an adventure. But recently, I decided it's time for a change. I've been dreaming of being completely free and independent with a little nest of my own. So I bought my dream truck, a Land Rover Defender, and started converting it into an off-road overlander / mini camper. Ever since buying Odyssey, I've been wanting to do this specific kind of adventure, car camping on an off-road track, far from any paved roads, just me and the car wild camping out in nature. I know that there's going to be some villages on the way, however, I don't know if there's going to be any big shops, so I really want to stock up on some basic supplies, fruit and vegetables, things like that. Check. Next up, water check. And last but not least, a map check. See, so I had forgotten to download the route onto my offline Google Maps. So here we go. I'm actually a terrible cook. I really can't cook to save my life, but tonight I'm planning to cook something really special. A little bit more complex than perhaps the tomatoes and tomato sauce and pasta that I've been cooking since I started living in the car, like every single day. Alright, I think we're basically ready. Time to go! The track I'm planning to take is pretty remote and will take me for about 60 to 80 kilometers through the mountains. It's popular with, well, locals who live here and some 4x4 enthusiasts. I've heard it's one of the most beautiful tracks in all of Albania. Over here on the mountain with a couple of cars that were not really cut out for this kind of road. Okay, I gotta say I've got slightly sweaty palms. I mean, the road itself is kind of fun, it's okay, but it's just the moments when there's someone coming towards you and you have to either reverse into a little bay or turn into a bay, and like there's just not much space. It's very, very narrow. So it's a little bit gut-wrenching, a little bit nerve-wracking, but other than that, it's super beautiful. I love it. There's a reason why Albania is known as Europe's off-road capital. You could spend entire days on tracks like this, away from cities and villages, just you and the mountains. So this spot is just a little meadow up on the hill, close to the track. I'm just gonna go up here and see if it has the kind of view that I think it does, and if it's actually drivable. A little bit steep. Oh yes! You guys will want to see this. You guys will want to see this view. You know, here's the funny thing. I actually cannot think of a hotel that I've stayed at which has a view like this. This is camping. This is free. This is nature. This is real luxury. Cheers! This was definitely the roughest and longest off-road track I've ever been on, and I'm very, very far from my destination, which is the next city. It's probably gonna take me another day or two to get there. But for now, I'm just gonna enjoy being here in this beautiful mountain paradise. I love you, baby, and I promised that I would cook a feast tonight, but I don't have time or energy to cook something really huge. So I'm just gonna make the same old pasta that I've been making for the last month every single night. Actually, I've changed my mind. I am gonna cook something a little bit different. Even easier and faster than pasta though. I found these grains somewhere like in the back of my... Oh, nice packet. In the back of the car. I must have been carrying these around for like over a month. So I'm excited to see what comes out of that little packet. Gotta act fast. I have to be honest with you. I don't think this turned out the way that it should have. It's like a soup with grains swimming in it. I don't know exactly how I can fix it. Maybe I'll add some chili to it. That usually makes everything taste better. Grain soup with tomatoes, chilies, and garlic tonight. My camping gourmet menu seems to get only worse and worse. If you have any good, easy, like 5-ingredient camping recipes, please link them up in the comments. I'm finally ready to go to sleep. It's so nice out here. I'm so excited to be here and wake up tomorrow to a beautiful sunrise. And you might be wondering, aren't you scared to be here all alone, all by yourself? As a woman in general, wild camping and camping by myself, yes, I do get scared. I fear not animals, but I fear other humans. But tonight somehow, no. Tonight I'm in a really remote spot and I feel really safe here. Yeah, sure, there's weird sounds coming from the forest, but it's just animals, the kings and queens of these mountains. And on that note, I bid you all good night, and I'll see you for the sunrise. Bye. Good morning. What a place to wake up to. Check this out. So excited. Oh, so delicious. Oh my god, I love breakfast. It's like my favorite meal of the day. And if you're wondering, doesn't she have a chair to sit on? Yes, I do have a chair, but the fridge is really comfortable. Oh my god. Oh my god, I can't believe this. I literally just... a half jug of coffee just spilled on my laptop. So my laptop was just there on the fridge. There was coffee up on the door. There was a gust of wind. Pushed the door, spilled the coffee all over my laptop. And now it's dead. Now it's dead. That's great. And I'm like 4 hours away from the nearest town. So this is helpful. So I just left it to dry like here, but honestly I don't think there's any chance of it coming back to life. I can't do my job. I can't do this YouTube thing without my laptop. Oh my god. One more little thing that I noticed. This thing hanging off. So I'm not really sure what it is, but my mechanic friend who's been helping me fix various different issues says that it could be from the diff lock, which I'm not going to bore you with the details anyway. He said that the only thing I should do now is try and attach it so it's not hanging next to the exhaust pipe, which is a good call. So I'm going to try and do that now with these two little plastic thingamabobs. Where should I put you so you're not being a nuisance? Oh, okay. Twist it. And then, I should have glasses for this. Done. Okay, well, I've just allowed myself to sit here for a couple of hours and feel a bit sorry for myself and make a decision. So I've packed up and I've decided that I really need to get my laptop fixed as a matter of priority so I can continue working. So I'm gonna drive to Tirana right now, which is about 5 or 6 hours away. I'm gonna see if I can get my laptop fixed tomorrow morning, and then I'm gonna bring you on the second leg of this dirt track off-road road trip. I swear I'm gonna do this again, hopefully coming up in just a few minutes, in real time, a couple of days. So over the last few days, while I've been waiting for my laptop to get fixed, which it didn't, but more on that later, I've been staying in this really nice hotel room, you know, trying to like take it easy for a little bit. Of course, I made a massive mess, as I always do. You let me into a room for 5 to 10 minutes, I just can't help it. I can't help it, it just happens by itself. Like everything spills out onto every single surface available and ends up looking like some natural disaster. This is my superpower, making chaos. Apart from that, I have done some like nice things for myself. I did the laundry. Actually, I sent my stuff to the laundry, which living in my car is like special. This stuff smells so good. Guys, if you like live in a house and you have a washing machine, appreciate it. It's special. Apart from that, I've been wearing a bathrobe like straight for the last 4 days, which has been amazing. I put like a face mask on once, which felt nice on my skin. You know what amazes me is that the beauty industry tells us that putting on a face mask is self-care, and we believe them. Putting on a face mask is not self-care. It is skincare. Self-care is like going to the therapist, or like taking some time off, or talking to a friend. This is not self-care. This is skincare. And also I went to the hairdresser, got my hair bleached, came out, and it looks exactly the same. I can't believe it. I was like, what is my life? Oh yeah, laptop thing. That ended up being the most expensive coffee in my life. I didn't even get to drink it. My laptop. When the guy at the Apple Store service place saw it inside, after like 2 days of cleaning, he was like, I've never seen so much coffee spilled on a laptop. And not only did I break my laptop, I also lost a single AirPod, a single one. So I had to buy a single AirPod. Okay, I think that's all the updates. I really need to get out here now. So I'm gonna try and pack up this mess. See you on the road. This time around, I didn't want to go back to the very first track that I had driven through. This time, I decided to find another one, an alternative. And this specific 4x4 road led me next to the border of Kosovo. Good morning from the middle of nowhere once again. And that is definitely my favorite place to be. So I'm just having my first cup of morning coffee, which is something I cannot live without. Like, before my first cup, I am just super groggy and like moody and sleepy. And despite what happened a few days ago with the coffee and the laptop, I still can't live without coffee. So in the morning, the first thing I do is like have my coffee, try and do a little meditation, which sometimes works out and sometimes doesn't, but the coffee always works out. And then after that, I'm ready to like face life head on again. I'm absolutely starving, and I found this guest house homestay on Google Maps that I hope has some breakfast, because I'd love to have some food before heading out to the wilderness, basically, on my adventure, which should last at least one day, maybe two. And apparently there's no villages on the way. I have entered the luxurious, posh building in the middle of nowhere, and I have a balcony all to myself. This is where I'm about to have breakfast. This is exactly what I was hoping for. Freshly baked village bread, fresh butter, a lovely little omelette, and something I didn't ask for but I got anyway, a glass of fresh cow's milk. Oh my god, so good. Bye. No, you can't really see from here, but that hill, I don't know if Odyssey can do it. I'm gonna send the drone up and show you just how steep it is. I made it up the hill. I can't believe it. That was so rocky. Like, just loose scree. I can't believe it. I saw it and I was like, there's no way I can make it. I mean, I don't know anything about off-roading, but I made it. I just saw something really, really cool. You know, sometimes when you're like driving and you spot something just out of the corner of your eye and you're like, was that real? Or was it just me? Was it just my imagination? This thing is almost definitely real. I'm gonna drive up there and show you, because this is something you only find in Albania and nowhere else in the world. You're gonna love this. These things all around me are bunkers, like military bunkers. And they're here in the middle of nowhere. It's not even villages, nothing. But these bunkers are here because there used to be a dictator in Albania called Enver Hoxha, and Enver Hoxha was so paranoid that another country would invade his beautiful Albania, because he thought it was the most beautiful country in the world, that he built hundreds of thousands of these bunkers all around the country. They're everywhere. Enver Hoxha eventually died. Communism ended in Albania. Democracy, yay! But the bunkers remained. Kneel down. Oh, we're going inside. It's pretty tight in here. Here we go. Just enough room for like 2 people, maybe 3 at a push. And the most amazing lookout. So I guess the idea was that soldiers would sit in here with their guns pointed out of this little window and guard the country. No one ever came to invade it. Wow, hello! Oh my god, I do not have the skills for this, but it's amazing. That was hard, and I think I'm gonna stop here for the night because I can't handle any more stress. And the spot is actually pretty incredible. This is pretty good, isn't it? It's like a cinema, but it's nature. So I've just finished my beer, which means that it's time to get real and start cooking dinner. I wish I had one more. Let's be an adult. Ooh. Check this out. These are little girasoli, I don't know, tortellini of some sort, with mushrooms. Oh, you know, it's when I start cooking. Ah! Did you see that? Holy, what? Let's try this again. I'm scared now. Just gentle. Just gentle. Just a little bit of gas. Okay, just enough to cook my pasta water. Yeah, when I was a kid, I thought that being an adult would be really easy. I would have all the answers, everything would go smoothly. But then my freaking gas cooker explodes and my computer dies because I throw coffee all over it. This is not what I expected adulthood to be like. We have to stop telling our kids that when they become adults, they'll have all the answers. And this is not the beer talking. This is my actual opinions. This is why I will not have kids, because I will not be able to bring them up as good adults. Having said all of that, I am having a salad for an appetizer. So I guess that does make me an adult. Wow, I just melted a little bit of cheese on those little beautiful Italian tortellini, ravioli, whatever you want to call them. Oh, it's gonna be good. You know, all that adulting stuff? I'm kind of only half kidding, but actually also kind of kidding, because I love being an adult. Because I get to do whatever the heck I want. Oh. Oh. Delicious. Okay, it's time to finally leave this beautiful spot. I'm going back to the city and I'm gonna get Odyssey washed for the first time in forever. Now, I'm super curious to see who takes on this challenge, how long it's going to take, and also how much it's going to cost, because this baby is covered in mud up to the roof. If you're just as curious as me, follow along. To finish off my trip here in Albania, I've come to a certain institution that you see absolutely everywhere in the country, and I believe you really cannot leave the country without using its services at least once. It's called the lavage. This gentleman behind me is very brave for taking on this job because the car is caked with mud. He didn't seem fazed at all. He was like, yeah, that's okay, bring it on, €7. This has got to be one of the most satisfying experiences I've had in Albania. Small difference, right? Good, shumir. Faleminderit. And on that note, I'm about to leave Albania. I'll see you in the next episode. And in the next episode, I'll be traveling to one of the most misrepresented countries in Europe, Kosovo. Make sure you subscribe to the channel to check out the next adventure.